The hip-hop world thrives on surprises, leaks, delays, and behind-the-scenes drama, and nothing illustrates this chaos better than the abrupt absence of a highly anticipated collaboration. This is exactly what happened with the rumored track featuring Playboi Carti and Drake, which was expected to be included in Carti's long-awaited album, Music. For weeks, fans were buzzing with excitement over a song that would bring together two of the most enigmatic figures in rap today. Drake, the pop-rap superstar, and Playboi Carti, the creative mind behind Whole Lotta Red. The collaboration seemed almost too good to be true, and it turns out it might have been. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip-hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. The track ultimately did not make it onto the album, and according to Akademiks, there's one person to hold accountable: Kendrick Lamar. In a recent livestream, Akademiks made a startling claim that quickly spread online. Yes, Kendrick is the reason why this track isn't on the album. I don't think Carti's gonna release it, he declared passionately. Given his experience with hip-hop rumors, Akademiks' confidence suggested more than just speculation. With tensions still simmering from the lyrical feud between Kendrick and Drake, this revelation adds a new layer to what is becoming one of the genre's most complex stories. To understand why Kendrick might have influenced the absence of a Drake-Carti collaboration, we need to look at the bigger picture. This situation extends beyond a single song. It involves a battleground where artists, brands, labels, and egos collide. It's about strategic decisions, unspoken messages, and the cultural divides emerging in hip-hop's changing landscape. Let's be clear, Kendrick Lamar and Drake are no longer just competitors. They are in an all-out conflict. In recent months, the two superstars have engaged in a series of diss tracks that have revived the essence of classic rap battles. This time, with the entire world watching in real time. Drake's lyrical assaults were flashy and calculated, while Kendrick's were sharp and impactful. The peak of their feud, marked by Kendrick's release of Not Like Us, significantly shifted the narrative within hip-hop. As fans and critics took sides, artists did so quietly as well. Carti has always walked the line between underground and mainstream music, achieving both a dedicated fanbase and commercial success. He has previously worked with Drake and performed at events hosted by artists like Kendrick. His music is known for its distorted, mysterious, and rebellious style. He rarely speaks in public and even less often follows industry norms. Thus, when it was announced that he was set to collaborate with Drake on Music, it seemed like a sensible commercial move. Drake brings in streams, media buzz, and chart performance, while Carti contributes a Gen Z aesthetic and an experimental flair. However, everything changed with Kendrick. According to Akademiks, the escalating feud between Kendrick and Drake, especially after Kendrick appeared to gain the upper hand, altered the landscape for collaborations with Drake. Carti, recognized for his unpredictability and strong desire to maintain his image, may have realized that releasing a song with Drake could jeopardize the mystique he has built. Even worse, it could be seen as taking a side in a conflict where remaining neutral is no longer feasible. Kendrick basically scorched the earth, Akademiks remarked. After that, people started to rethink many things, including Carti. He further suggested that Kendrick's superiority in the rivalry made any connection with Drake seem precarious, at least for some artists. You don't want to drop a track with someone who just lost, you know? Especially when you're trying to position your album as something that changes the game. It could make Carti seem like he's following rather than leading. It's possible that the choice wasn't entirely Carti's. Industry insiders have indicated that some artists and their teams began to subtly distance themselves from Drake after the rap battle. This wasn't necessarily out of loyalty to Kendrick, but rather for image management. In today's social media-focused environment, where everything is under scrutiny, even a single collaboration, like, or repost can create significant narratives. Carti's brand, which thrives on mystery and aesthetic control, allows little room for misinterpretation. However, it's particularly noteworthy that Kendrick Lamar is the reason a Drake feature has been postponed. Winning a rap battle is one thing, but having such a commanding presence that it halts collaborations, alters industry dynamics, and forces other artists to rethink their strategies is a whole different level. This isn't just a win in a diss track. It's a demonstration of influence and authority. Kendrick Lamar, without saying a word, is prompting other artists to reconsider their brand affiliations in a swiftly changing cultural environment. However, not everyone agrees with Akademiks' perspective. Some fans speculate that the Cardi x Drake collaboration was scrapped for other reasons. Maybe it didn't fit the album's vibe or wasn't approved in time. It's also possible that Cardi is just being himself and that the song will eventually drop unexpectedly. He has a history of canceling entire projects and delaying music for extended periods to achieve his vision. Nevertheless, the connection of Kendrick's name to the track's absence speaks volumes about the current cultural landscape. Regardless of whether Cardi intended to take sides, this situation goes beyond mere friendship or rivalry. It's about momentum. Drake remains a superstar, but Kendrick signifies something different right now. He's a symbol and a statement. His recent achievements have created a ripple effect that is reshaping how collaborations are perceived. For some artists, working with Kendrick feels like a legacy move, while collaborating with Drake seems more complicated at this moment. This complexity carries significant implications. This is particularly true for artists like Cardi, who aspire to be seen as not just popular but also significant. The entire situation underscores a shift in how power functions within hip-hop today. Influence is no longer determined solely by sales or streams. It now hinges on narrative, cultural alignment, and the company you keep. Kendrick's ability to influence these decisions, even indirectly, may be the most subtle indication of his current dominance. The drama also reveals a notable generational divide. Carti's fanbase is known for being chaotic yet fiercely loyal, engaging with internet-driven trends like memes and viral moments. For them, Kendrick is more than just a rapper. He's a disruptor challenging the industry to self-reflect. In contrast, while Drake still has millions of fans, he appears to be losing grip on his narrative. In today's landscape, perception wields tremendous power. So, what does this mean for the future? Will the collaboration between Cardi and Drake ever see the light of day? Akademiks believes it won't, viewing it as a lost cause due to poor timing and unfavorable optics. He may be onto something. If Kendrick's influence can generate such a reaction without directly addressing the collaboration, it's likely that many other partnerships are being reconsidered behind the scenes. More importantly, this moment could signify one of the first major effects of Kendrick's dominance following his feud. It's a calculated move that isn't conveyed through lyrics, but rather through silence. By winning this battle, Kendrick hasn't merely surpassed Drake, he may have changed the industry's dynamics around him. This doesn't imply that Drake is finished, quite the opposite. He continues to be one of the most impactful and commercially successful artists in history. However, the environment has evolved. If the speculation about Kendrick Lamar's future plans, which may include more collaborations, live performances, and potentially another surprise album, is accurate, it's clear he's not slowing down. For artists like Playboi Carti, who depend on timing and intuition, this shift is significant. The decision of when and with whom to collaborate has never been more important. In this new era, it's not just about who delivers the best verse. It's about who is shaping the conversation. At present, the Drake x Cardi collaboration is on hold, possibly indefinitely. Its absence speaks volumes, not only about Kendrick Lamar's ongoing influence but also about how quickly the hip-hop landscape can transform. Just one name, Kendrick, and suddenly, everything is turned upside down. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.